Leicester City under Claudio Ranieri did the impossible. They managed to win the Premier League against all odds. That was probably the greatest underdog story in footballing history. Fast forward to 2019 and Leicester City are doing a madness once again. This time under Brendan Rodgers. Leicester at the moment are second in the Premier League, 8 points behind Liverpool, and they're showing no signs of stopping. It looks like we're gonna see Leicester once again finish in a Champions League spot. It is honestly incredible how Leicester have gone from being a championship club to now a Premier League side that competes at the very top of English football. So I thought it'd be super interesting to compare Claudio Ranieri's Leicester to Brendan Rodgers' Leicester side. This should be a fun experiment. So we're going to be putting these two Leicester teams in a computer versus computer match to find out which side comes out on top. So if you guys do enjoy these experiment videos, make sure to drop a like on this one. That would be amazing. If you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 content and let me know in the comment section what kind of experiments you want to see next on the channel. Let us start off the experiment by taking a look at Claudio Ranieri's Leicester side. The odds for them to win the Premier League that season was 5,000 to 1. Imagine. Absolutely incredible how this team managed to win the Premier League. Also, to keep the experiment as realistic and fair as possible, I've adjusted the overalls of a lot of these players, like making Wes Morgan 82, Mahrez 87, Vardy 85, because that's how good they were back in that season, so this way things are fair. Claudio Ranieri went with a 4-4-2 formation that season and it suited the players perfectly. Taking a look at the team, we've got Jamie Vardy in that striker position. He was the main man for Leicester City that season, scored 24 goals in the Premier League and he was just incredible. Okazaki alongside him complemented him really well and helped set up quite a few goals. Albrighton on that left side putting in crosses and all that. He was brilliant as well for Leicester. Danny Drinkwater was also incredibly important to this Leicester side. His long balls were just sensational, and of course we've got N'Golo Kante in that midfield. How good was he that season, man? I mean, that's why he moved to Chelsea. He won the Premier League for both Leicester and Chelsea in back-to-back seasons. Without Kante, I don't think Leicester would have achieved the Premier League trophy because he was just brilliant in that midfield, winning so many balls and just letting Mahrez and Vardy do the rest. And talking about Riyad Mahrez, how good was he that season? So many goals and assists, and in general, his dribbling was just sensational that season. Beat so many players, created so many chances for the likes of Vardy and all, and he scored quite a few himself as well. So what a team it's looking like so far. Leicester were actually pretty good defensively that season with the likes of Christian Fuchs, Wes Morgan, Robert Hood and Danny Simpson as well. Wes Morgan, man, what a captain he was for Leicester that season. Scored a few important headers as well. That's a quality defense right there. Kasper Schmeichel in goal as well. So that is the first 11 Ranieri used in the Premier League. On the bench, Leicester did have a few options like Ulloa, Demaira Gray, Schlapp, Nathan Dyer, Amati, King and Richie Delight. But yeah, that was the Leicester side that actually won the Premier League. In terms of tactics, we're going to go for a balanced defensive approach with not that much of a high line because Leicester were known for counter-attacking football. And that's why we've got fast build-up players, the offensive style of play, trying to replicate their play style from that season. Wes Morgan is going to captain this team with Mahrez taking free kicks, Vardy on pens and Mahrez taking corners as well. Alright, now we move on to Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City team. Now Brendan Rodgers is, I guess, a very underrated coach. He came so close to winning the Premier League a few years ago with Liverpool, but just missed out. But now with Leicester, he's done an incredible job. I'm going with the 4-3-3 holding formation for this Leicester team because it's their default formation on FIFA 20. I could have easily gone for the 4-1-4-1 because they're actually pretty similar formations, but because this one is their default formation, we're sticking with it. Looking at the team, we've still got Jamie Vardy. Yes, he's been loyal to Leicester City and he continues to score an obscene amount of goals. Like this season, if I'm not wrong, he's the top scorer in the Premier League, which is crazy. Harvey Barnes on the left has been brilliant for Leicester. Jose Perez on the right. In midfield now, we've got Maddison and Tielemans. The reason why I guess Leicester are doing so well, I feel, is because of this midfield. Because Maddison and Tielemans are unbelievable. Tielemans can shoot with both feet. He controls games as well. And Maddison, on the other hand, just is such a creative player. Links up brilliantly with the likes of Vardy and also what a midfield this is. Ndidi is basically their version of N'Golo Kante now, I guess. He's like the perfect replacement for him, and he's been brilliant under Brendan Rodgers. Ben Chilwell is the starting left back for Leicester at the moment. Soyuncu is well one of these centre backs. A lot of people say he's one of the best defenders in the Premier League at the moment based on form, and you really can't disagree with that. He's been great for Leicester. Johnny Evans as well. What a player he's turned out to be for Leicester City. Ricardo Pereira is just quality on that right back spot. Kasper Schmeichel continues to remain in goal for Leicester City even under Brendan. On the bench you've got the likes of Demairo Gray, Mark Albrighton, Dennis Bright, Hamza Chaudhry, Wes Morgan, Kelechi Iheanacho, who recently scored the winner for Leicester City in the 90th minute in their game against Everton a few days ago, which was amazing, and of course Danny Ward. Tactics wise, we've got a more balanced approach from Brendan Rodgers. It isn't as counter heavy as what Ranieri's setup was. It's more of a possession based football, but they're still really quick on the counter. So here we have Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City and Ranieri's Leicester. It is now time to put these two teams in a computer versus computer match to find out which side comes out on top. Here we go, we're at the King Power Stadium for today's experiment video. It's Brendan Rodgers' Leicester up against Claudio Ranieri's Leicester side. So we've got Brendan's team donning the home jersey, the blue kit, and we've got Ranieri's Leicester donning the away pink jersey. Let me know your predictions for this game in the comment section, and also let me know what would happen if this game happened in real life. In my opinion, I think Ranieri's Leicester would win simply because they had the likes of Riyad Mahrez and N'Golo Kante. And yeah, those two players are just world class, and that's why I would back them. But let's see what FIFA says. Let's find out which team is going to come out on top. It's definitely a bit crazy that there are only two players common between these two Leicester teams, Jamie Vardy and Kasper Schmeichel. Shows that this Leicester side have had to endure a lot of transfer business, and yet they are still competing at the very top of English football. It's actually incredible. Alright, we're seeing Brendan's team on the attack here, keeping possession really well with Youri Tielemans on the ball. Tielemans looks for Jamie Vardy, who shoots, and Kasper Schmeichel denies him there. Vardy again on point in this game. Is performing really well so far for Brendan's team and almost scored there. Corner for Brendan's team. It's James Maddison to put it in. Wes Morgan clears it away, their captain. And now we've got Maddison again. Goes for Ndidi. Ndidi keeping the ball really well. Now it is Barnes. Barnes to Maddison. Brendan's team on the attack once again. Still Maddison. Maddison inside. Christian Fuchs had to clear that one away, but the chance is still on. Jamie Vardy now shoots, and it's finally cleared away by Ranieri's team. Ben Chilwell, Harvey Barnes. This Leicester team are no joke. Brendan's team on the attack once again. Maddison going for goal. An incredible attempt from the Englishman. But Kasper Schmeichel for Ranieri's team has been brilliant so far. Can we see something from Ranieri's team? Because so far we haven't really seen much. Mark Albrighton finds Danny Drinkwater. Now it's Okazaki. Okazaki there with the fake shot, finds Danny Drinkwater, and we could be seeing the first goal of this game, and it's the Englishman Danny Drinkwater who puts Ranieri's team in the lead. I've got to say, this goal has come against the run of play because it's all been Brendan's team on the attack in this game, but an incisive pass coming in from Okazaki to, of course, Danny Drinkwater. The finish was brilliant. Kasper Schmeichel couldn't stop that one, and it's 1-0 for Ranieri. Let's see what happens now after this. Can Brendan's team respond? James Maddison on the attack. What a ball that is inside, but Wes Morgan there clearing it away. This is what Leicester were good at that season, defending, and Wes Morgan has been brilliant so far. Drinkwater looks for N'Golo Kante. Now Okazaki back to Kante. Still Kante keeping hold of the ball. Looks for Shinji Okazaki, who goes for goal. It comes off the post, and Maddison is forced to clear it away. Now we're finally seeing Ranieri's Leicester create some quality opportunities. And it's half-time in this one. First 30-35 minutes, it was all about Brendan's team. But then Ranieri's team responded, and they looked like the better team. Let's see what the second half brings. Now it is Ayoze Perez, inside to Tielemans, back to Ayoze Perez, and Didi looks for Tielemans. Now Jamie Vardy, who shoots and scores, but unfortunately for Team Brendan, Vardy is offside. Danny Simpson inside to N'Golo Kante. Kante finds Okazaki, who flicks it up and goes for goal. Tell you what, that was actually a decent attempt from the Japanese international, but Kasper Schmeichel had it covered. Youri Tielemans inside to Ndidi, and Ndidi finds Vardy, and now Team Brendan on the attack once again. Beautiful pass into Youri Tielemans' path, and he scores as well. Team Brendan has responded, and they've equalized in this one. I've got to say, that pass into Tielemans was absolutely sensational, and Tielemans' finish was brilliant as well. This goal was actually a bit similar to that Danny Drinkwater goal in the first half. Great build-up play, and Didi with a beautiful pass, and Tielemans did the rest. What a finish, and we've got a game on our hands now. It is 1-1 and game on. Team Ranieri now pushing forward. Albrighton does brilliantly. Now it's Christian Fuchs back into Albright. Now we're going to see a cross from him. Finds N'Golo Kante. Kante with a chance. Tries the pass inside, but Johnny Evans with a crucial interception. Yuri Tielemans on the ball. Now Madison, who strikes well, and that almost went in. Kasper Schmeichel with a big save there to deny Madison. Not much time left for the 90 as we could see a chance from Okazaki. Okazaki finds Jamie Vardy. Could be seeing the goal. No, the keeper has denied Jamie Vardy the goal there. He really should have scored that. And with that save from Schmeichel, it means the scoreline is still 1-1 with just 5 minutes to go. Could be a chance for Team Brendan as it's Harvey Barnes late on in this game. Still Harvey Barnes looks for Tielemans, who turns and shoots, but Robert Hoot got a crucial block to that. And that's why Tielemans couldn't score. Still Madison on the ball. Goes back to Tielemans. Now inside to Jamie Vardy. That could be his chance. And Jamie Vardy in the 89th minute has taken the lead for Team Brendan. I can't believe this, man. I expected Ranieri's team to win this, but Team Brendan have mounted a comeback. And it's now 2-1. Jamie Vardy scoring for them with his weaker left foot from a very difficult angle. Tielemans picking up the assist, but look at that for a finish there from Jamie Vardy. And it's 2-1, and it looks like Team Brendan is going to be taking the win in today's experiment. And that's that for this game. Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City has come out on top, and I've got to be honest, I did not expect this. I expected Ranieri's team to win this, but fair play to Team Brendan, I guess. They were the better team overall, and they got the win. This could have gone either way though, because both teams were really competitive, but according to FIFA 20, well, Team Brendan Rodgers is better than Claudio Ranieri's Leicester. Looking at the match stats, you can see how clinical Brendan Rodgers' side was. 7 shots, 7 on target. They didn't keep as much possession, surprisingly, but stats-wise, they were the better side, so the deserved team did win. So that's that for today's experiment video. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys did, a like would be awesome. Subscribe if you are new around here. Let me know what kind of experiment videos you want to see next in the comment section below. And that's that for this one. I'll catch you guys next time.